Welcome to the Referrals Podcast, the show designed to help everyone from the solopreneur to the Fortune 500 company win the referral game. If you want to build a company with an army of ambassadors and raving fans who speak highly of you and refer you willingly, you are in the right place. And now, here is your host, Michael J. Maher.
Welcome, everyone. Hello. Do we have the most special episode in the history of the Weekly Wow today? I cannot wait to hear the wows that come out of your face today. Today is the Weekly Wow from CRTs. That's right. Certified Referral Trainers have been training the last couple of days, and now they're going to share their wisdom, their words of wisdom with you at what we are creatively titling the CRT Summit. This is a free summit. So we got Catherine Burkhart coming next, and very, very excited about what she's going to teach you. Is very appropriate right now, what she's teaching. And I'm very, very excited for all of you to get to learn from her. And I'm telling you right now, right off the bat, we hit you in the heart. Did we not? I mean, an unaimed arrow hits its target 100% of the time. Well, we aimed at your heart, and I think we hit it with the first two. And guess what? What's cool about that is when it's heart work, it's not hard work. So guess what? You know what? You want to love what you do. You want to do what you do better. You want to get more money. You want to get more sales. You want to have a better life. Then guess what? Go from aimless to aimed and practice generosity on a daily basis. And that works. I love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, what we're about to see is that like a super powerful strategy that many people are implementing this month as part of something that we're doing as a nation, the generosity generation. And it's one of those where this can truly make an impact on your life and in your home. And I'm excited. So Catherine is joining us as a panelist, hopefully in a second. And like I said earlier, there's going to be technical glitches. There's going to be things that, happen, and they do. So here she comes. There we go. How about that? So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to Catherine Burkhart. She is amazing. She's the CB, right? Cat B.
Yep.
So she is a realtor. She's been a realtor for only 3 years. Amazing. I would have never guessed that by the conversations that we had. And she retired from a 30-year career as a pharmacist. That's right. She was a drug dealer, baby. Oh, wait. So now she lives in Columbia, Tennessee. And she has a husband, Charlie, daughter, Cassidy, lives on a farm with their 2 horses, 6 dogs, and 9 cats. Can you believe that? She has attended 30 Morning Sweet Dreams Referral Mastery Summit and now is a certified referral trainer. She loves cooking, and she especially loves cooking from Whole Foods, and she uses the Whole Foods category. And she loves reading, horseback riding, long walks on the beach, and presenting on the Weekly Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Catherine Burkhart. Catherine, take it away.
Thank you so much, Michael. First off, I want to say in sarcasm, thank you so much, Michael. How am I ever going to follow those last 2 speakers? They were both amazing. That was crazy. Now with tears in my eyes, I've got to try to do my presentation, but that's the way it goes. Thank you. I am so excited to be here, folks. Before we get started, though, I do have one question to ask you. And I know I can't see your comments, but I think Sherry can in the Facebook page. Have you ever written a handwritten note, sent it out, and gotten no response at all? Right now, I'll raise my hand. I look like I'm probably the only person that is happening to. I guess Michael too.
Everybody do that. Put no response if you have not received a response from one of your handwritten notes. And wouldn't it be great to get a response? And I think she's going to explain maybe how you get a response. So put no response in the Facebook Live if you've written a handwritten note and not gotten a response.
Cool. We've all been told to send handwritten notes. It's in everybody's training now. It's in everybody's coaching programs, regardless of your profession. If you want to build your business, if you want to grow yourself personally, send handwritten notes. I even got one from a used car salesman not long ago. And, you know, I thought it was kind of odd, but it just shows that everybody's doing it. But what if every handwritten note that you sent out got a response or a referral? What would your business look like then? Today, we're going to take your handwritten note from personal to powerful. Looking at Michael J. Maher's book, The 7 Levels of Communication, he gives us the steps to write a power note, not just a handwritten note, not just a personal note, but a power note. And today, I'm going to go through those steps with you. And at the end, I'm going to give you a little challenge. So are you ready to get started? Here we go. First step in the process is we're going to use unbranded, meant to have one out here. This actually doesn't have a picture on it, but just an unbranded, no company logo, no personal business logo, anything like that. We're making this note personal. We don't want to brand it with our business. We've all heard it before, and I'll say it again. People don't refer businesses, they refer people. So you want to be personal with these notes. Now you can make them representative. If you want to get, I'll make a C here, but if you want to get some with your initials on them, you want them to have a picture that maybe is representative of things that you like. Most of mine have either farm scenes or they've got animals, let me tell you. That's just the way I am. Everybody knows I'm an animal lover, and mine are going to have those on them. So you want to pick out those cards to use. Second of all, we're going to use blue ink. Blue is the most favored color by most people. When they're asked to choose their favorite color, most people say blue. It puts you in a good mood. It lifts you physically and mentally, as well as it's the color that we use to show that it's an original document. So we want to make sure you're using blue ink when you're writing these cards. Number 3, we're gonna kind of back up a little bit, because I know we always want to make everything about us, or at least a lot of times. So in this card, we're not going to use I or me as much as we can. There may be a time once or twice here and there in a note, one note you might use it once, but we're going to use you for that person. This card is all about that person. It's not about us. It's not about what we're doing or what we're thinking. It's about them. So we're going to use that. If there's a sentence, say, I was thinking of you today, forget the I, just put was thinking of you today. Make it really simple. It's really easy to do. Number 4, we're going to be very specific with our praise, our comments, anything that we're talking about in that note regarding them. If you're writing a note and you're thanking somebody, just say thank you for, and be specific for that thing. If there's a milestone they've hit, you've seen something on Facebook that you want to write to them about, be specific in that. They're going to really remember you because you thought of that. This is what I love about personal notes and these handwritten notes and power notes, is that one step right there is making me be a much better listener. I've noticed myself in conversations now, I'll be the first to admit, when somebody's talking, my brain may take off over here because of something they said. They also, I may be thinking about what I'm going to be saying next versus what they're telling me. Well, this one step here has made me stop, listen to everything they're saying so that I can pick out that one little tidbit that they're going to say that I can include in my next personal note to them. So that's an amazing thing about this. And it's changing me, who I am, just by me writing notes this way. So number 5, we'll move on. Using the power of positive projection. I'm not real good at explaining this, so I'm going to use Michael's example. Michael, when he first started out, he gives this example is when he started out, he wasn't real organized in what he was doing, his business, his life, everything that he was doing, he wasn't really being organized with it. So he started writing power notes to people who were organized and just using that positive projection of how that was a positive thing for them. It started making him more organized. So that's one of the things. I'm probably going to have to start writing my notes to Michael so I can get more organized now. But anyway, so that's the best way to explain that. Use that positive projection to change who you are and maybe something that you want to improve on. Number 6 is to write rightly. So I have this little page here. Here we go. So best way to explain it is just to show it to you. When you start writing your card, I've got my blue ink here. You're going to write, and as you're writing, you're going to slope up and to the right. I hope that's pointing the right direction for y'all. But as you write, in Vamela Rogers' book, Your Handwriting Can Change Your Life, they studied several people, lots of people who were CEOs, top producers, leaders, forward thinkers, and most of them had the characteristic of their lines drifted up to the right. Studies on the brain show, and you've probably heard it before, that people, when you're thinking forward, you're thinking of the future, you're thinking about good things, you're being optimistic, your eyes go up and to the right. So we want to share that optimism with the person that's getting our note. So we want to include that in it too. Last but not least, we're going to include a PS. In the PS, it's not going to be your plain old, hey, call me whenever, let me know how you're doing, anything like that. And it's not going to be written on the card itself. We're going to include it on a Post-it note, and it's going to be very specific, and it's going to give them a call to action. One of the best ones you can do is just call or text when you get this, and then your phone number. That way, it doesn't hold them to something bigger, but you're going to get a response from them. So we want you to use those. So we've gone through the steps, and I told you there'd be kind of a challenge at the end. So what I want you to do is today, I'd like for you to do it now, but we won't have enough time to get finished. So I want you to do it sometime today. Write out a note using these 7 steps: unbranded, blue ink, be specific, positive projection, write rightly, and add that Post-it note with a PS. And make a copy of it or make a picture of it, post it on the Gen Facebook page, and tag me in the post, Catherine Burkhart, Sold by Cat B, however you want to tag me, but make sure you let me see that it's done. So Michael, I really want to thank you for letting me go through this today. I hope it helps everybody. It's really helping me be a different person in just the way I was writing notes.
That was so amazing. Like, I love one of the things that you said about the PS that many people gloss over is many people in the PS, they'll say, hey, text me. I think we need to do a one-on-one. But like you said, is don't go for the bigger thing. Like, just have them text you when they get the PS. Just say, hey, text me when you get this. And then I love that you said, put your phone number in there, because they have no excuse not to text you. Yeah. They're going to respond. We have so much data on that, is 90 to 95% of the people will respond if we use that call to action. But the nice thing is when they do text you, then you can say, have a minute for a call, or you can go straight to asking for the bigger thing. This all involves this principle of commitment, which is just get them to take one little step towards you. And then guess what? They're more likely to take the rest of the steps for you, with you, as far as, one-on-one or an event or sponsoring an event or whatever it may be. I took so many notes. I freaking wrote the 7 steps to power note. And I'm taking down all these great notes on all of this. And I love what you said about using the power of positive projection, like using a handwritten note as a self-improvement device, as becoming better, as I did when I was talking about becoming more organized. So that was fantastic. That was amazing. Everybody, everybody, this is your call to duty today, is November is here, not November, Note-vember. Note-vember is write a note in November. You're going to write a note today, take a picture of it, share that picture in the Generosity Generation group. If you're not a member, join us at joingengen.com and copy Catherine Burkhart, sold by Cat B, in your note. Catherine, awesome job. Thanks for being a guest on the Weekly Wow.
Thank you, Michael.